So, this is the Schultz Effect. This is the beginnings of the Schultz Effect, anyway. It's the lab, it's the tinkerings of a mad scientist. So, a lot of you may be wondering, what is the Schultz Effect? Why did you create it? Who are you? Why should I listen to you? And why should I pay money? Why should I pay you my hard-earned dollars for it? Well, so I'm Lawrence Schultz. Some of you know me as Fannerman on social media. Just a hard-working tree guy. Been doing it about 13 years. Been climbing SRT ever since this guy came out without the slick pin. 5 years, 6 years, something like that. I've been fortunate to get a lot of exposure, do a lot of experimenting, work with a lot of different pieces of gear, and some wonderful trees. Worked in New York City, worked in Central Park, traveled a lot, done a lot of contest climbing, met a lot of people, been to a lot of seminars. I'm also a tinkerer, which means I'm constantly trying to figure things out, trying to figure out different things, new things, trying to figure out what's being taught to me and the concepts behind it and why. And that's what this whole thing is about. I'm trying to get that kind of knowledge to you. Because right now, if you want to learn something, you either got to know somebody to teach it to you, so you better hope they have it right, or you can scour the internet. Same thing, you better hope that who you're listening to has got it right. It takes a good bit of time and research. Or you can get a book or go to a seminar. In-person professional training, there's no substitute for it. That is the best thing you can do to really learn something from a trained professional. Unfortunately, a lot of us aren't near where they give these things, where the seminars are. So you're looking at travel time, travel costs, registration, staying in a hotel maybe, that those expenses add up. So what this is supplemental education. If you're at a seminar and there's like 30, 40 guys and instructors trying to answer everyone's questions and at the same time get through his lesson plan, and weeks, months down the line, you might not remember everything that was shown or taught to you. So with this, you have that knowledge directly at your fingertips. You go to the website, you download or stream first.
The amount of information contained in these videos is massive. It's about 5+ hours total, broken down into 15 chapters. After you purchase, you will be given the option to stream or to download the chapters individually. Because they're so large, I would recommend that you stream them first before you download anything. Then pick which ones you really want to download. These you can have on your computer or devices, so you can watch them without internet service. Make sure your device has enough room to store them, because some of these files are 8 gigabytes in size. The whole project grand total is about 50 gigabytes. To give you an idea, the whole thing's larger than a Lord of the Rings movie with bonus DVDs. I mean, it's big.
And you have everything from bottom to top, from bezo anchors to canopy anchors to basic redirects to basic setups to ascent systems to redirects, retrievable redirects, remotely settable redirects and retrievable, complex systems, SRT and removals, we'll go over it a little bit, spar setups, and basically a comparison of double rope technique and stationary rope technique, and a little bit of talk about the forces behind that, and talking about when to apply, which is one of the most important things you can learn, when and how to apply it. So what you're paying for is access to all of that knowledge right there at the convenience of your device, your computer, or your tablet, or your phone, or whatever. And it's over 5 hours of information. It took me years to learn and years to craft and tinker, and it took me over half a year to organize this and spend all my free time and days off and time after work filming it and editing it and figuring out how to get it to people. And so that's what the what I think is a very modest fee is for. Is basically just operational cost. And for that little bit of operational cost, you get to learn it all. Now, I think there's a lot of good stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff that you're not going to learn anywhere else. There's a lot of stuff that I made up. They are Fannerman originals, some of the techniques, and a lot of the other stuff you may have already seen, other people know, and stuff I learned from other people, and try different things, and trial and error. And there are some things that you might know if you're a really advanced guy that I don't know, or stuff that I tried that I don't use that I didn't put in there. And there are new things, popping up every day, new ideas. That's why in addition to this, it's always good to go to in-person seminars when you can and when you can afford it, because sometimes I feel like a seminar, they might not get beyond a certain level because there's so much to teach and to such a large group. But a lot of times the conversations alone between instructor and student and student and student and everybody, at a good seminar, you can really get into the meat and potatoes about why things are the way they are, and standards and practices and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, this is not meant to be any kind of substitution for formal training, but it is a nice resource, a nice supplement, a nice reference material, because unless you have a photographic memory, you probably didn't remember everything that was said or that you read.